Hello, my name is Ross Weymouth. This is my project for Web 110. I chose social media, what it is and how it affects us in both positive and negative ways. First, you have to ask, what is social media? Social media is an interactive platform where users can socialize and generate content on the World Wide Web. Social media is also known as social networking, hence making a network of people. Users often make a public profile for others to see. Roughly 40% of the world's population uses social media in some way. That's about 4 billion people. On average, the world spends 1 hour and 30 minutes on social media a day. It is based on a Web 2.0 format, which means that it is run off of user-generated content. So, how do these different social platforms differ from one another? Each social media platform is based on 7 different building blocks, with the core being identity. The other 6 aspects are conversations, sharing, presence, relationships, reputation, and groups. In an example, I have chosen 3 different social media platforms, being LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. LinkedIn has a heavy focus on identity, since it's all about trying to find an employer. It has minor aspects in relationships and reputation. Facebook focuses big on relationships, since it's all about keeping in touch with family and friends, but it also has minor aspects in presence, identity, conversations, and reputation. YouTube is really big on sharing, about broadcasting videos and sharing them with others, but also has minor aspects in conversation, groups, and reputation. Now, the good in social media is that it helps keep people connected. If you have friends or family that are out of state or out of country, you can still keep in touch with them. News is easy to be found and it is relevant when it happens. So for example, if a natural disaster were to occur, everyone would relatively find out about it within 10 minutes because of social media. Businesses greatly benefit from social media because of the amount of exposure they get. Although deemed predatory, personalized ads are often an effective tool used to increase exposure to the right users. So if a cat litter business is trying to advertise to someone who doesn't own cats, it doesn't seem like they're going to want to buy cat litter. So it makes sense. Social media is a benefit to society because of the massive attention to relief efforts, charities, and the digital divide. Platforms like Facebook and YouTube tried to promote internet use in underdeveloped countries. Not only is this good for business of the company, but it also shrinks the digital divide. There are negative aspects to social media. By its core, it is addictive. The platforms exist to make money. So in theory, the longer or more frequent you use social media, the more money in the pocket of the business. This goes in hand with advertising, since advertisers have to pay for the space on their platforms. There's also constant notifications, hour onto hour, or whatever the comparison would be, to try to get users back engaged into the social media platform. Social media contributes to insecurities and self-esteem issues, in part by drowning the user in success stories. If you are someone who is in a rough part of their life, seeing all of the success and happiness of other people can negatively impact the user. Social media opens a user up to bullying and harassment online as well. Back when bullying was only a face-to-face practice, someone could escape it by leaving the environment. However, in the age we live in today and how everyone has a device in their pocket which connects them to social media, it is hard to escape from. Falsified news or fake news has become a recent dilemma on social media, where people try to provoke, spread disinformation, or just try to get attention. Falsified news has become such a problem that platforms themselves have stated it's an issue. Even governments have stated it's an issue as well. Now, how to promote good use of social media, which means try to focus more on the good than the bad. It is a key to limit your time on social media. So if you have an addiction to social media, set a timer or monitor your use in some way that encourages you to get away from social media from time to time. It is even popularized nowadays to take a vacation from social media. It is important that you recognize how social media affects your well-being too. It may be wise to only use some platforms instead of many different ones. Monitor where your issues with social media come from and act upon it. Also recognize social media is made to consume your time. Be mindful of what you post on social media. Imagine posting on social media being that you're in a crowd of people. You wouldn't want to just shout everything that's on your mind in that crowd of people. Limit your contact with people who are toxic and talk to someone if you're being harassed. In terms of fake news, be skeptical of news sources and always investigate headlines instead of assuming them to be true. Be sure to read comments as well as trying to figure out on your own terms, since people will be quick to debunk fake news in the comments section. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you learned a little. Have a nice day.